Good morning. Let's talk on lipid chemistry. Lipids are the organic substances which are relatively insoluble in water but soluble in organic substances or organic solvents like chloroform, ether, and benzene. Lipids can be classified into simple lipids, complex lipids, derived lipids. So these are the lipid compound. Fats and oils, they are simple lipids. Waxes are simple lipids. Steroids, then fat-soluble vitamins are also lipids. Phospholipids, mono and diglycerides. Simple lipids, compound lipids, derived lipids. So this is the classification of simple lipids. They are esters of fatty acids with glycerol or other higher alcohols. So simple lipids can be classified again into neutral fats or triglycerides, and then waxes. So waxes can be of two types, true waxes and other waxes. So two waxes are literally, they are the esters of alcohol with higher fatty acids. Alcohol can be other than glycerol. They are also long carbon chain containing alcohols. Then other waxes, including the cholesterol esters, retinol esters, etc. Neutral fats or triglycerides, they are the esters of higher fatty acids with glycerol. Glycerol is as an alcohol. So tripalmitin is an example. Then waxes. Waxes are the substances which on being hydrolyzed, they give the fatty acid and alcohols as a byproduct. Then complex lipids, on being hydrolyzed, they give fatty acids with alcohol and an additional prosthetic group. Subclasses according to the type of prosthetic group: phospholipids, glycolipids, lipoproteins. Now let's talk on phospholipids. Phospholipids are the combination of fatty acid with alcohol and phosphoric acid. And phosphoric acid can be most of the time attached with some nitrogenous substance. So this is the basic structure. This is the glycerol and then fatty acid, and this is the last alcoholic group contains the phosphate group. Phosphate can have attachment of any nitrogenous entity. Phospholipids can be of two types depending upon the type of alcohol to which they are esterified. So they can be glycerophospholipid or they can be sphingophospholipids. So in glycerophospholipid, as the name suggests, glycerol is the main alcohol, and the alcohol, it is having three alcoholic group, two primary and one is secondary alcoholic group. So both primary, secondary are attached with the fatty acid. Third is having the phosphate group, and phosphate can be attached with any other prosthetic group like nitrogenous substance or alcohol. Then sphingolipids or sphingospholipids having disphingosine as an alcohol, attachment of fatty acid, and through phosphate there can be some nitrogenous entity attached. Then glycerophospholipids can be plasmalogen, cardiolipins, lecithins, syphilins. Example of sphingophospholipid is sphingolipin. Then glycolipids are called as the glycosphingolipids. They do not contain glycerol and a phosphate group. The combination, glycolipids are combination of fatty acids with alcohol. Alcohol is always in sphingosine. Plus prosthetic group can be a carbohydrate along with the nitrogenous base. Example are cerebrosides and gangliosides. So in nervous tissues, they are abundantly present. Deficiency of these lipids will lead to a disordered brain development. Then lipoproteins, they are the lipids with prosthetic group as protein. So the lipoproteins can be of various type. They can be chylomicron, very low density lipoproteins, low density lipoprotein or LDL, then high density lipoprotein or HDL. All these act as a transporter of lipids in the body, because the body's transporting medium is blood, which is aqueous in nature. So lipids are insoluble. They cannot be dissipated to the various sites in the body. So they need some vehicle. So these lipoproteins, as an amphipathic molecules, they upload on them the various lipids and they carry to the various parts of the body. Then this is the structure of plasma membrane. We can see there is a integral contribution of these lipids in the synthesis of membrane. So these are sphingomyelins. Glycolipids are also there. All their phosphate heads are towards outer sides, which is hydrophilic in nature, and all their long chains, fatty acid long chains, they are interiorly directed, which are totally hydrophobic in nature. So this is the arrangement, very peculiar arrangement of these lipids or phospholipids in the membrane. And then glycolipids, the same way it is arranged. Then phosphatidylcholine, most important and abundantly present phospholipid in the cell membrane. Then cholesterols in between. There are cholesterol. They are responsible for semi-fluidic nature of the cell membrane. So we can see higher contribution of these lipids besides protein in synthesis of plasma membrane. Then derived lipids. Derived lipids can be they can be derived from simple or complex lipids, their hydrolysis product, their degradation product, or they can be the precursor of lipids like fatty acids, steroids, cholesterol, vitamin A and D. Then what are the functions of lipids in nutshell? So storage form of energy, they are a structural component of cell membrane. They are precursor of many steroid hormones like vitamin D. Then they protect the internal organs by lubricating them. So these are the important roles performed by the lipids. Let's discuss on biological and clinical importance of lipids. So biologically, it is a very important secondary source of energy. Primary source is always the carbohydrate. So 1 gram of fat on being burned in oxygen gives 9.3 kilocalories of energy, which is highest out of all the biological molecule like carbohydrates and proteins. Then they act as metabolic regulators. The main regulators are steroid hormones and prostaglandins. Bile salts and derived lipids, they are amphipathic in nature and they act as a surfactant, detergents, and emulsifying agent. They also act as an electric insulator in various neurons. So various glycolipids and sphingophospholipids are integral component of neurons. So they act as a electrical insulator as well. They provide insulation against the changes in temperature, external temperature, because they are abundantly present in the subcutaneous layer, give shape and contour to the body, help in absorption of fat-soluble vitamin A, D, E, and K. Then what is the clinical significance? There are various diseases which are associated with the abnormal lipid deposition in the body. So one is obesity, atherosclerosis, diabetes mellitus, hyperlipoproteinemia, fatty acids, lipid storage diseases. That's all.